Hello and welcome to another update video about NEAR. Yeah, NEAR has been requested by a lot of you, and I thought we'll cover it. It is a chart that reacted to our main support area here on the 4-hour time frame. As you know from previous updates, I think I only made one like a few days ago. Support was is between $1.55 and $3.84 for the main correction, which started already here in March. And the yellow scenario, I mean, to really consider this correction complete, it would have to be a WXY structure, and then the Y wave would have bottomed on the 5th of August. We're now moving higher, and we have broken above the trend line. So that definitely means some upside momentum is coming in. Volume has increased as well, but the structure isn't convincing yet. So what I want to talk about is that, yes, surely wave 2 could have bottomed, but the rally is only corrective in nature. At the moment, I want to talk to you about the next milestone targets for the bulls and which support levels now need to hold to keep the overall upside, let's say, momentum intact, really, and when we can say that things are starting to break down again, because we're far from out of the woods. Okay, we broke above the trend line. It's looking good, okay, but we all know how quickly the situation can change in crypto. So we want to talk about the relevant short-term bullish and short-term bearish scenarios. Maybe we start with the short-term bearish scenario, and this is a bit concerning, that short-term bearish scenario, because the short-term bearish count is the white scenario, and you can see the white count would actually be a 5-wave move down. So actually in the white scenario there's something missing in between here, and in the white count I would have to call this the top. Let me just change the color and size. So that was the top in December last year. And then we actually had, and this is a very speculative count, because it would mean we had an A wave down, an overshooting B wave, and then this here is a C wave to the downside. So it definitely allows for another low, the white wave count, but it's speculative because the B wave did overshoot so much, and this isn't it. I don't have a great read on this count. So white count could also be bearish because it's a 5-wave move down. That's what I try to say. So yes, while we can still consider, even with one more low, that an overall bullish scenario is unfolding, it would still give us a 5-wave move down, which is just not clearly bullish anymore. Okay, so ideally the bears, well, ideally the bulls avoid one more low, but there might be one. I mean, again, the yellow count is also kind of speculative because it's a WXY structure, which doesn't happen very often in a wave 2. But anyway, the price reacted to the support area, so let's zoom in and take a look. The rally from the August low is in 3 waves, which also puts the yellow count into question, because if this was really a start of a 3rd wave rally and wave 2 bottomed here, I would like to see a bit more impulsive price action, really. Yeah, so this is speculative as well. So all I want to say is we don't have a high confidence wave count at the moment. When do we get more confidence? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 waves up. This would all be easier had this initial rally been a 5-wave move. Unfortunately, it hasn't been. So this is an ABC structure here. So it's not clearly bullish. Now, if we get 5 waves up, I can call that wave 1, and then the pullback would be a wave 2, and I can add a support zone for this wave 2, and then we can take it from there. Okay, this would be a great setup. I mean, we had a setup here, support area. It's just a question of whether you want to use it on this larger time frame. Now the price is pushing above initial resistance, so I can take that off, and we even broke above the trend line. That means that at least the immediate downtrend is over, and that was our signal. Okay, so as I said to you before, break above the initial resistance and trend line could introduce some upside momentum. That would not necessarily be bullish. It might be short-term less bearish, but we need the 5 waves up for something, bullish confirmation. In the short term, it is possible this is just an ABC structure in white. So short-term bearish would be A, B, C in white. And here resistance is to be found at 596. That the price should react to that 100% extension. If we then see a 5-wave move down, that could be circle wave 5 to the downside. But if the bulls can hang on, and the yellow 3rd wave can reach $7.32, the wave 4 can hold a higher low, and we will be able to add a support area once the third wave, but only once the third wave has reached 732. Well, then the fifth wave can unfold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah? So this is what I'm tracking here as this is basically how 5 waves would look like. Essentially, we need 5 waves that reach at least 832 for a confirmation that a wave 2 is bottomed. Until then, there's still a risk of breaking down, and especially if we now, let's say, break below the trend line, take out the September low, that could be our fifth wave down. That might lead to a test of 295 and 226. For now, upside momentum is still there. But yeah, I think as soon as we break below the trend line again, which wouldn't be great, that could be an indication that wave 4 is topped. Watch the 596 level for a resistance. That's the update about NEAR. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.